Welcome to Dynamo Dynamics, winning goals to digital dominance. I'm your host, Danny Perry, and with me, as always, is my guy, Kai Peterson. Kai, what's up?
Another week, another Dynamo loss.
Loss?
Yeah.
Can we call it what it really is? Another beat down, another Dynamo disaster. Really don't know what to say, man. I watched it was such a intense sports weekend, so I didn't catch the game live. Went through the extended highlights. What I saw really was disappointing, I guess is the best way to put it, with the 3-1 loss at Portland. And it started in the 6th minute, huh?
Yeah, and that first goal that we gave up was, it's kind of like a reoccurring theme that we have defenders just handing away goals, and that's what we started with.
Yeah, that was pretty much, it was inside the box as well, and just the guy, I don't know if he slipped or if he just mishandled the ball or what the deal was, but that was maybe the easiest goal that guy will score in his career. More.
Oh, no. He got that third goal, too, I think.
Well, that was a different guy.
Oh,
so he gave away.
Well, yeah.
That was Anthony, but
if he did slip, that's not an excuse either. It's raining for both teams. It's not. It's not just raining
on just the Dynamo.
Yeah,
it seems to be.
Yeah,
it seems to be.
But we got one back.
In the 12th minute, it looked like it was now game on.
Another reoccurring theme, a set piece goal.
Yeah,
Glenn crossed it in,
but it was a beautiful cross in, man. From the set piece, he dropped it directly on Escobar's foot, man. It was awesome.
He's good from set pieces, so that's good to see. Yeah. But other than that, we really didn't have any offensive.
But looking at the stats, it seemed exactly the opposite. We controlled the ball for 60% possession, good passing. We had 10 shots on goal. 10 shots,
but only
one on target.
So
and
we had the chances created, but none of them really threatened the keeper.
Not at all.
And excite me.
Yeah. And conversely, they had 16 shots with 9 on target. 9.
Yeah. And a lot of those came from counterattacks, and their second goal was a counterattack, and that was a good buildup from them. Mm-hmm. Defensively, that's going to happen in football. It was a good goal for Portland. I wish a defender would have gotten back in time to actually stop the threat of the ball getting moved, but they threaded the needle, just passing it back and forth, and they just passed it into the net. So that happens.
It does. I guess we keep on trying to find a reason for why this is happening, or why they're so bad defensively and so bad offensively as well. And we started our third goalkeeper of the season in Gillingham, but he wasn't really the problem, was he?
No, I don't think it was ever the goalkeeper in Gillingham. I guess I think this is his MLS debut.
Mm-hmm.
He's 22 years old, and he had 6 saves. Yeah. That's a lot of saves.
That's a lot of work for your debut.
And with the 2 goals that he gave in, all 3 goals that he gave in, none of them
he couldn't do anything really about. No. He couldn't really. Oh man!
The last goal that we gave up was even worse than the first, in my opinion. We were trying to play it back to the keeper from
midfield, basically
50 yards out. I don't know what the thought behind that was, and it ended up just going right to the attacker, and then he dribbled around the keeper, lost the ball, and they had another guy that was ready for it. He just
tapped it in.
Yeah.
Boom. And that was it. 3-1. It's over. It was over before that, but they still continue to pepper the goal.
Yeah. He actually made a great save off a corner, and there's nothing he can do.
Nothing. I don't know, Coach. Something's got to give. This season is getting away from us really. We said it before, but this season is getting away from the Dynamo really, really quickly. So something's got to change.
Yeah, and we did sign that new Czech midfielder. I think we need a defender. I don't know.
I hope he can defend, score, be the focal point of attack and defense or something, because we need to do something. We're sitting 14th in the table, so we're down 1 spot from last week. But we're not scoring. We're conceding
Yeah.
massive amounts of goals.
Yeah.
And
LAFC up next, so that's typically a tough squad. I think they're having a little down year as well. They're not.
let's see where they are sitting at 8th in the table. So their down season is not as bad as our down season right now. Followed up by the LA Galaxy after that, and I mean, it just doesn't get any easier. It's looking like to me, and then against Colorado. So all of those teams, everybody's sitting above us at this point in time. So I don't know.
We're at home against LAFC. So
Kai is relentlessly positive. Love it. Love it. Shall we switch to something a little more positive? I mean, Dynamo, get it together, please.
Give a prediction first for.
Oh yeah, LAFC. At LAFC, Dynamo in the current form they're in. I'm going to do something I've never done. I'm going to pick against the Dynamo. We're going to go in a different direction, and maybe because I'm picking against them, they will win. So I'm going to say Dynamo 0, LAFC 2.
That was actually my prediction as well. Yep. I think it's the first time that I have predicted another team to beat the Dynamo because I've been so optimistic, but prove me wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Prove us wrong, please, please. I'll say 0-5 if it'll work. 17-0, but. We just need a win. We need a win bad. All right. So I did say it was a pretty intensive sports weekend. Most of that was NCAA tournament. And we're on to the Final Four. So we had the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8. And, where you guys see we're both wearing the shirts of our alma maters here. And Kai is in mourning. I'm in celebration. So,
well, A&M actually, we just our coach is parting ways. He's actually going to Maryland. So just found that out today.
Well, there's a mess in the making. I mean, the whole Maryland coaching situation was just pretty bad from the start. As far as good coach, didn't want to be in that league, and he left as soon as basically.
Well, we'll see the next upcoming season or years may take, but. That's all I have on A&M's news right now.
Well, they were a pretty young team, and they made it. They made it to the second round, right?
Yeah.
And so they're that's progress, and so we'll see where they go. However, the University of Houston Cougars are storming through the tournament, basically, both defensively and offensively, and they beat Purdue and then turned around and won again on Sunday. Why am I losing? Tennessee. There you go. Another really good defensive team, but they turned on their offense and showed them a whole different way of losing. And U of H on to the Final Four, man. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Do you have a prediction for U of H game?
I do. So the men's Final Four is Auburn versus Florida on one side, and then Houston versus Duke on the other. So I'm going to go with Auburn defeating Florida and Houston defeating Duke. And I'm going with, of course, U of H to win it all.
I think you're jumping the gun there because I got Florida beating Auburn.
Mm-hmm, maybe.
And I got Duke beating U of H.
Duke beating U of H.
And I don't think it'll be that close.
If ever there was a wait and so we shall see moment, if there ever.
I think it will be a 7 to 10 point win for Duke.
I think it will be a 5. No, I'm going to go with a 4-point win for the Cougars over Duke, and disappointed people all along the Atlantic seaboard. But this Houston team is, man, I don't know if you've watched, Kai. Have you actually watched this team?
I have, but I've watched Duke as well.
I've watched Duke.
That Duke team against Alabama, that Alabama team was the highest scoring team in the nation, and they had no offense going for them. I think.
But see, Duke is not the highest scoring team in the nation, but Houston is the best defensive team in the nation by far. So Duke doesn't score a lot to begin with. I mean, they're
efficient.
They are efficient.
They shoot, I think, 48 to, or I think they might. No, I think in the tournament lately, I think they've been 58 to 60% from the field,
and that's exactly what Houston disrupts. So
we'll see. I think that I kind of wish it wasn't Auburn, Florida.
Mhm.
I wish it was mixed so that I think the better game actually will be Duke U of H. But it's also March. So.
Where you were hoping for Alabama versus Florida? Is that?
No. I was hoping that the final could be like Duke versus U of H or something like that, because I honestly think these two teams are the best playing teams right now. Florida still looks really great, but they've had shaky moments, but their guard is within the last 4 minutes of the game, he turns into the best player in the country.
Yeah.
And
it's going to be fun, though.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. So looking forward to that on Saturday and Monday this coming up week. And then, of course, the Dynamo back this weekend as well. Next week, we'll have Champions League coming back on the European side. So that'll be good to see. But it's all basketball this weekend, man. I can't. I'm biased. But and if U of H does win the title, it will be Kelvin Sampson's 800th career win as a head coach in Division I basketball. So he's at 798 right now. What a perfect ending for a season. That's a storybook, man. It's already written. It's already written.
Way to jinx it. He'll get his 800th win on a on the early game.
Oh, no. All right, well, how about the ladies real quick? We've got UCLA versus UConn. I know we were both hoping for USC to be there as well. And then Texas versus South Carolina.
South Carolina, please win. And I think UConn. I'd like to see UConn win.
I have that same final. I think UConn's going to beat UCLA, and I think that South Carolina is going to beat Texas. And then South Carolina is going to win it all.
Yeah, I think so. I'm just rooting for UConn. Now, I guess they're the lowest seed, the 2 seed.
The underdog.
Yeah.
The underdog, as far as an underdog can be in the Final Four.
In the men's bracket, it's all 1 seeds.
All 1 seeds. First time ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There really hasn't been too many upsets this year.
But it's still been a good tournament, though. I mean,
really
strangely enough, it's still been a good tournament. We're thinking, well, you want to see the upsets. You want to see the Cinderellas make the run. But these teams are also good. I think maybe it's what we've been talking about over the season, that the talent distribution is so much different now that, you're not going to see as many quote unquote upsets as what you would see before. But I think South Carolina is going to take it on the ladies' side, and we shall see. That is Sunday and Tuesday. Is that how they're? No, Saturday and
no, it might be Sunday.
They're Sunday.
They were
Saturday, Monday, Sunday and Tuesday. Sunday and Tuesday. So it's all coming to a head.
Yeah,
it's all coming to a close.
It's exciting but saddening at the same time.
Yeah, the NBA playoffs are coming up. There will be something to take your time. Baseball started as well, so there's always something to distract us.
Start getting into all the games of the Astros. We got 158 more to go.
Oh man, I'm following them inning by inning. Nah, I can't keep up with all that.
Yeah, we'll keep y'all updated every pitch, so get ready for that.
Right. Dynamo Dynamics, now on hourly. So, all right. Well, very good.
Let us know y'all's picks for the Final Four. We're interested to see who y'all have. Let us know if you think Duke will destroy University of Houston like I do.
Or let us know if Kai is out of his mind and delusional.
I think it will be a great game, and I wish both teams luck, but I do think Duke would win. I would like to see U of H, though. But let us know who y'all think are going to win the men's and women's and the upcoming Dynamo game.
Yeah. I wish good luck to all the teams, too, but just more luck to U of H. So, definitely hit us on our socials, guys. Thank you, all for joining, and we will see you next week on Dynamo Dynamics.